Hey, what's up? It's Frankie here. We're on the beach, it's sunset. I want to talk to you guys about something that happens when you're often and frequently waiting on clients to get back to you with information and they fucking take forever. Most importantly, what to do about it. So, let's get into it. By the way, we got the bees there, baby mama, naked and playing on the beach. The tide is coming out here. Over there is La Paz, Mexico, and you get to look at this semi-in-shape dad bod. So, what happens when you're trying to get information from the client and they take forever? And I'll tell you who has this the worst, by the way. You web designers. You send the client a web mock-up and then you say, get back to me. They take a week and then they say, can you update the photo? And then you say, can you send me the photo? And it goes back and forth. And you can do this client ping pong and have a website take 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and have very little of it be action, and most of it just gets stuck in this client ping pong. So regardless of what you're doing, by the way, you're probably experiencing some of the client ping pong. So I don't know if I've mentioned this before. There's a book called Upstream, and the idea of the book is it tells a really cool story that I think will be really useful for you to kind of get the idea. It says two guys are sitting on the water. So imagine here some water, and all of a sudden a little girl comes up the river and she starts drowning and says, hey, can you guys save me? Can you save me? And they jump in and they rescue her. About a minute later, another little girl says, oh, I'm drowning, can you rescue me? Give it another 2 minutes. You guys are just gonna have to look at my glowing glare of the sunset. Here, let's try going like this. And eventually the second guy gets up and leaves, and the first guy says, where are you going? He says, I'm going to find out who's throwing these little girls in the river. And the idea and the principle of the book is that anytime you have a recurring issue like client ping pong, the way to deal with it is not at the symptomatic level of like, man, these clients take forever to get back to me, but is actually upstream. Meaning, what is happening before that creates? And I'll tell you 2 places most people drop the ball in this, not even knowing they're dropping the ball, not like maliciously. Way number 1 is setting client expectations that I'm going to need shit from you, and you are going to have to get me that shit in a timely fashion. And the more you can be simple and honest and clear and direct about what you're going to need, the better that'll be. So I'll give you an example with my clients. Right now we're running a little test offer where we're doing a whole bunch of retargeting, helping them convert some of the leads that they've already paid for. And one of the things that we say in doing that is, hey, I got to set up a bunch of really awful, shitty tech code, and I'm going to need you for about an hour on Zoom. It's probably not going to be a lot of fun, so I'll make sure to laugh and we'll tell some jokes. But for the most part, it's just going to be some boring tech shit, and I need that from you. So let's get that out of the way right away. I'll tell you the second place people drop the ball is, especially if you got a small agency and you don't have a team of salespeople or anything like that. My bees. Is so sorry. I'm a little distracted here. So if you got a team or you don't have a team of salespeople and you're mostly doing your own sales calls, is right after you close the client, that is actually the best place to begin onboarding. Not as some step after, but like literally right after they give you money while you got them on the call, and say, hey, the best place and the best time for us to knock out some of the stuff is right now, while you just got started with this thing. So can we do some of these things right now? And what you'll find is you can knock out some of those things. Now, I've seen people trying to automate this, by the way, with things like Go High Level. Here comes Heidi B running at me naked. Heidi B! And you can do that, but in my experience, I honestly think that the personal touch helps keep clients longer. Heidi B, you want to say hello? Want to say hello? No. Naked little baby? No hello. So, if you're in a situation where you're just constantly waiting on clients, the best thing you can do is to look in those 2 places. How I setting expectations? What am I letting them know that's going to be needed of them? Because if you say to a client, we're going to make a bunch of money, and we're going to run some leads, and we're going to kick ass, and then you get started and say, well, I need all this information from you, and I need you to get me into my Facebook account, we got to set up a biz manager, and we got to verify your domain, and those kind of things. And they're like, what the hell? I was not expecting any of that. Then they're going to take a lot longer to get back to you. And also, the more you put that off into a future date, you can end up having it take months to onboard clients that can be done in 10 minutes. And as a general rule, I think it should take no more than an hour to onboard a client. So if you're finding it taking an hour, that should set off, or more than an hour, it should set off some alarm bells. So, hope that's helpful to you guys. And we are hanging here at the beach on the sunset that's coming up. And this is actually a new beach we discovered, although it's kind of endless amount of beach here, as you can see. So it just kind of goes on. So if you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and may the force be with you.